Okay, so here we go. Today is step one of the first video, which is how to start planning for working from home in terms of planning your day. And many years ago, there was a French management theorist called Fayol who said that there were 6 principles of management. And I just want to talk about the 4 core principles and the 4 functions that he spoke about before we go any further. And what he said, that every manager has to be good at planning, organising, implementing and controlling. It's a thing called POIC. And that is no different when you're working from home. When you're working from home, you have to plan your day, you have to organise your day, you have to implement your day, and you have to control it. Now, I know it's difficult for some of you that may be working from home and have children that you're having to look after, etc., homeschool, all of these things at the moment. But these are just some principles that may help you to move forward with some of these areas, even though I know it's extremely difficult. So the first thing we need to do to try and plan our day is we need to start off with a to-do list. I know this sounds really silly and people say, oh, here we go again, to-do list, to-do list, to-do list, but it does work. If we don't start off with a plan, where we talk about, planning our work and working our plan, if we don't start off with some form of a plan, we're going to achieve nothing because we're going to end up reacting all day. So what are the things about a to-do list? Well, number one, a to-do list should really be done at the same time every day. Now, people often say to me, is it better to do it in the morning? Is it better to do it in the evening? Well, that's entirely up to yourself. You see, there is a thing called prime time. And prime time is your body clock. What is your body clock? Some of us work better in the mornings. Some of us work better as the day progresses. So for those who work better as the day progresses, they are actually called owls, and for those that work better in the morning, these are called larks. And there's been a lot of work done by a guy called Louis Tachek from the University of California regards prime time. But in simple terms, whether you do it in the morning or the afternoon is up to yourself. For the larks amongst you, the morning is good because you're fresh, but there is a psychological impact of doing it in the evening when you finish your day's work before you start the next day. And that psychological impact, particularly from working from home, is that you can leave your work and compartmentalize it and go back to it the next day. So some people like to do it in the evening and say, right, that's my work finished. Now I'm going to spend time with the children. Now I'm going to spend time doing whatever I need to do. But the same time every day is really important. The other thing that's really important about a to-do list is it should be in one place. 50,000 yellow stickies on your laptop is not a to-do list. It needs to be in one place. The other thing that we got to understand about a to-do list, and we'll be covering this off more when we talk about prioritization, is whatever we put on our to-do list, each one of them tasks is going to have a different priority. And it's a thing called Pareto's Principle. And Pareto's Principle says that 80% of the things you do will give you 20% of your results, and 20% of the things you do will give you 80% of your results. And good people at managing their time effectively and working from home are people that can distinguish the difference on their to-do list between the 80% and 20 and the 20% and 80. Because once you can do that, and we'll talk about how you do that when we talk about prioritizing, then you'll be working on the most important tasks. The other thing about a to-do list is beware of perfectionism. It is just a running scratch list. It's just a start for the day, and it's just something to get you going for the day. And the other thing is you need to bring stuff forward from previous lists. Now, my final thing on this is if you start off tomorrow morning without a to-do list, then stop, go and have a cup of coffee, come back, write a to-do list and start working on your plan for the day. Now, a to-do list is only the first start of it. We will be covering other things from the to-do list as the days progress, because really at the end of the day we then need to prioritize, we then need to book appointments with our tasks. There's lots of things we need to do. But the important thing is step one, do a to-do list. If you don't do one, you're gonna start reacting to everything that happens during the day. So finally, just to say to you, please feel free to share this with anybody that you wish to. And tomorrow we'll be covering the area of prioritizing, urgent versus important, and how we manage that correctly, which is really important. So a bit of a pun on words there, but so tune in again tomorrow and look forward to speaking with you.